I wasn't ready for that question.
Yeah,
You
like
take that one.
All right, I'll take it. So I did some research on the internet and I filled out an application on Home Advisor, and 4 or 5 pool companies within the area contacted me within about 24 hours, and the lady that I spoke to from Carolina Pool Consultants was probably the most professional, the nicest of the people that I spoke to, so I immediately pushed them up to the top of the list. So we did have a couple other pool companies come out and give us quotes. Carolina Pool Consultants was by far the most agreeable quote to our budget, and we really clicked with Eddie from the initial meeting.
I really like the design. I really wanted a waterfall incorporated into it, and I think that the design that he came up with fit our backyard perfectly. The pavers around it looks really professional, and the landscaping all ties in together with our backyard really beautifully.
Yeah, Eddie did a real nice job with the rendering, made sure that it represented what the backyard was going to look like afterwards and blended in the landscape and the house. So I was really happy that I'm not a visionary by nature, so being able to see that type of rendering really helped in our decision-making process.
You know, one of the concerns that I had is we don't have a lot of room on the sides of our house to get big machines to come back through there, and I was very concerned about that. And he promised me that he would really take care of it and that it would look exactly like it did beforehand. And he's done a fantastic job. You can't even tell that machines came through there.
You know, being in sales myself, seeing someone like Eddie who shows up, and you can tell he works hard. You can tell that he has passion for what he does, and that immediately was a factor that resonated well with us.
I thought he was very friendly, very likable. He's quite a character, but we just loved him. We loved his personality, and honestly, everything that he's told us from the very beginning, he's kept his word. He's done it on time and sometimes ahead of time, and everything he said, he followed through with.
You know, I would tell you that the permitting took actually the longest, so waiting for the county permits to move through, but from the permitting and then the initial dig, we were 3 weeks before we were putting water in the pool. I think the most important thing for us is when we met with Eddie originally, he told us what he was going to do, and he did it. He followed through. He was available via text message and phone call night and day if we had any questions. If he told us somebody was going to be here at a certain time, they were here at a certain time. And then everybody, kind of from the beginning till the end, we're all professionals. You never felt uncomfortable with people, around your backyard. The nosy neighbors came by, and they were polite to the neighbors and anyone who asked any questions. And they cleaned up after themselves well. There was never a mess. So I was really, really satisfied from the beginning till the end.
Yeah, we were very impressed with the experience. Eddie was very good about telling us each step and following through with everything he said he was going to do, and they did a very good job of cleaning up after themselves. It looks really great.
And I do want to give a shout out to Cortland too. Cortland was fantastic in his follow-up and emails and pool school, and just anytime we needed anything, he was available too. So it actually, by the end of it, we were contacting Cortland more than we were contacting Eddie. Well, I think one of the things with the landscaping piece again is we had a vision of what we wanted the backyard to look like once it was complete, and we relayed that information to Carolina Pool Consultants, and they came back and said, here's what our vision is, and it complemented exactly what we were looking for, and we couldn't be happier with the landscape. We were real happy that we did it immediately after the pool was completed too, because then we were done.
I think it was a fantastic experience, and it's a big deal to put a pool in. You've got the whole backyard is completely torn up for a while, but they made each step they kept it clean. They did what they said they were going to do, and they got in and out quickly and finished quickly ahead of schedule, and we're very pleased with it.
Yeah, I would tell you that we've had a few neighbors come by that have taken a look at the finished product, and every one of them has asked for Carolina Pool Consultants' phone number and talked about how much did we pay and all that good stuff. So we would certainly recommend Eddie and the team.
We actually have.
We have.